Okay, everybody, how'd that go? Who collected a decision today? Or who got closer to a decision today? Or who made a phone call?
So it was interesting. I left a message, didn't answer, so I sent a text. Um, and then I got a notification from Jeannie. This person then has now logged in to look at the information I
There you go.
sent. So I think some people just even forget or
So,
get overwhelmed in life.
so true, Kevin. And I'll tell you what, right there is the magic of Jeannie. You think Jeannie's not worth $20 a month? You never would have had that insight
Right.
without the notification from Jeannie, right? So it's
You're
like,
right.
it's not only like having a private assistant, it's like having a private investigator.
Yeah. So I wasn't getting ghosted. It's just life happens. And so she didn't answer my text. So maybe she felt guilty, but now is reviewing the information according to Jeannie. At least she's
There you go.
linked in.
So as a result of Jeannie giving you that information, you didn't make stuff up,
Right.
right? So now
Right.
you're coming to the conclusion, oh, well, maybe she is interested. Maybe she did space it out. Maybe her life did
Mhm.
get away. Maybe I didn't do anything wrong. Maybe she
Right.
doesn't hate me, right?
Right. Right.
All
So
right.
we'll just, yeah. And I realized that, then it may slow down collecting a decision because I don't want to push at her, but
Or
things
not,
are moving
or
or
not.
not. They're moving.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. So now you can, you don't have to pressure her. You got 1,000 people in the process. So if she's a slower decision maker, no problem. Okay. So how many of you guys have heard red apples, green apples, and rotten apples? Anybody heard that? Okay. I do it a little bit differently. I say with prospecting, we've got people that are green. Those are let's go. People that are yellow, that's like, I need some more information. People that are red, nope, I'm not into
Hmm.
it. Okay. The molecules, where they're signaling molecules, just like a stoplight, right? There's molecules that say, I'm healthy. I mean, there's cells that say, I'm healthy. There's cells that say, oh, can you fix me? They're
Hmm.
yellow. And there's cells that say, oh, you got to replace
I'm,
me. I'm too
mhm.
far gone. So that cell is gone and starts out as a green cell, right? So that's happening inside our body as cellular communication. And then we are the manifestation of all those cells put together, those 75 trillion cells put together. And we are communicating to the prospects. Some prospects are absolutely, let's do this thing. Some prospects are like, give me some more information. Some people are like, oh my gosh, get away, right? It's all good. We're just in the signaling business. Who else made a phone call? Sandra, want to unmute yourself?
I made I made 3 phone calls, all to people I've already spoken with, and each one of them overwhelmed. This is happening, that is happening. It's tax time. It's year end in the business, and it's like their health is not high on the priority. I
Yeah.
did ask in one case if I was being a pest, because how many times have I called, oh, no, please keep reminding me. So I think it's good to check that every now and then,
Sure,
because I don't want to be a pest. But
sure.
anyway, if somebody says, no, keep reminding me and sending me information, eventually, hopefully.
Absolutely. And you're the captain of your ship. So you can decide, listen, is she wasting my time? Or is
Mhm,
she worth checking in with every couple of weeks?
mhm.
Right? Because she might string you along until you're 65, million years old, right? I mean, it just might not be worth your time. So at some point, you got to make an executive decision on my priority list. Is she a green? High priority. Is she a yellow? Medium priority. Is she a red? Bottom of the pile, right?
Well, one of them I'm very concerned about because she had COVID in December. and she's recovered. But the concern is that even people who have recovered, often 3 months down the road, they develop side effects.
Bingo.
And it's like, this is just not a priority for her.
Right. And unfortunately, the good news about this business is we are helping people with their health. And the bad news about this business is we're helping people with their health. And the good news about this business is we're helping people with their finances. And the bad news about this business is we're helping people with their finances. And here is the key word there. We are helping people with their health. We're helping people with their finances. And the only health that we can control is our health. And the only financial, dignity we can control is our own. And so, remember, we're in the relationship business. Our job is to do 50% of the relationship and let them do the other 50%. And if they're not coming to meet you in the middle, they may have to go to the bottom of the pile, and they may suffer horrible consequences as a result of them not making themselves a priority. We cannot make them more of a priority than they make themselves, right? That's a huge lesson in this. The other thing is you're going to find people that'll drag you through the mud, and they enjoy it. And whether it's subconscious or whether it's conscious, there are people that are so dysfunctional in this world that they are attached to their sickness. And if you take their sickness away, it's like them having an amputation. Okay. Don't try to understand it. We're not in the psychotherapy business. Just move on. Okay. It's hard, but it's necessary. The other thing is, if people are about to go into foreclosure, they're about to go bankrupt, they're about to get a divorce, they're about to, whatever, because they have not made their finances a priority, they may suffer the consequences. And you know what? If they're not going to allow us to give them a channel of income, it's none of our business. I'm sorry, but every once in a while, we have to have a come to Jesus meeting with ourselves and just say, you know what? In my imagination, it's this way, but let's get real. The reality is it's this way. And so that's when people say you've got to treat your business like a business. At some point, you have to realize, look, in order for you to earn X amount of dollars, you have to provide X amount of volume. And in order for you to provide X amount of volume, you've got to be building a team and building a strong, solid ASEA business. And if this person is not going to be part of that project, then you must let them go. That's the way it is. Okay. So, reading the signs and letting people know how you feel. Sandra, what you just said, I'm so concerned about you. I love you so much. I know what's happened to some people. They recover from this awful thing. Then they have a relapse 3 months later. And I've had you in my brain. I've had you in my heart. I'm calling you. I don't want to be a pest, but gosh, I love you so much. And I'm so concerned about you. Nobody's going to get mad at you for that, Sandra. Right? That's very respectful communication. So you're doing your job. You're letting people know how you feel. No, and people are going to say, oh my gosh, Sandra, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will look at that video. I'm doing taxes and I'm doing this. And guess what? Okay, this is going to sound harsh, but because they're making taxes more important, because they're making house cleaning more important, because they're making this more important, that more important. And at the end of their priority list is their health and their finances. That's why they're sick and that's why they're broke. Okay. So, you haven't made decisions in that way. You've made your health and your finances number one and number two, or right there in the beginning, not the end. And that's why you're so healthy and so wealthy. And they have just not made the same choices. So anyway, that's the life lesson for today. So anyway, we're going to go get Mal Sword from the airport. Everybody have a fantastic day. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Bye.